And let's get back to complaining about AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo, fuck AI.
So hey, the Microsoft CEO is telling you to
piggies.
stop that. You stop.
No, fuck him. Fuck him.
Stop calling it AI slop.
Just.
So what is this full quote here?
All right, so we need to get beyond the arguments of slop versus sophistication and develop a new equilibrium in terms of our theory of the mind that accounts for humans being equipped with these new cognitive amplifier tools as we relate to each other. This is a good product design question we need to debate and answer.
It's clearly written by Copilot. Like, it's clearly...
Which like I'm impressed that he memorized it for a question that was off the cuff in an interview. It's very impressive.
Copilot written.
Yeah.
This is not from an interview.
Oh, this one isn't? Okay, he had another one. Like, I saw a video interview of him
shared on his personal SN Scratchpad blog in a December 29th post titled "Looking Ahead to 2026."
Okay, because I saw a separate video of him taking an interview and saying something very similar to this about we need to stop calling it slop.
Yeah, so in this case, I think it is literally written by Copilot.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. He says, I'd also like you to stop calling everything generated by LLM AI, quote, slop. People need to get beyond that in the 79 million in compensation.
I love that they added that in the story. That was funny.
Yeah. Let's see. It's not only but very likely that some version of Copilot, perhaps even a rich, multi-layered scaffold, was the bicycle for the mind that helped him conjure this blog post. If this first place is true, the
language they're clearly referencing. AI is the way it talks.
Yeah, just.
It's you can't when you call it, you're trying to tell people don't call it slop, and then you clearly are using AI to help like formulate what is the most neutral and like what language can I use to get what the end result I want. Man, you are paid so much money and you're gonna do this.
Dude, you're also like looking at this and you're like, I'm sorry, but the product is slop. Like, it's not good.
And it's not so much. It's not even like yeah. There's a lot of slop in AI Gen AI usage. I can understand an argument about using it in certain ways as a tool to automate boring stuff, or like brainstorming stuff before you put out some work of your own. There are use cases. The reason it's being called slop is because the people are using it to just generate bullshit and throw it out there and call it their own. Like, it's literally being not literally, but it's slop.
I literally saw that in a fucking Facebook fucking post this week where Facebook advertises you groups. I have no idea how to turn this off. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But their interface is too much of a mess for me to bother because I don't check Facebook enough for it to matter.
Exactly.
But there are like this fucking AI slop. This dude in this Denver Broncos group tried to pass off an AI like painting of John Elway, Peyton Manning, and Bo Nix as his own work, and like at least a half or a quarter to half the people thought it was actually his work and loved it, and then the other half are people like me just commenting AI slop. Because it does. It looks like AI slop. The face on it did not look like fucking John Elway at all. Peyton Manning's hands are all fucked up.
The thing is that right now we can use the slop criticism very easily because the output of AI is just kind of not there, right? But the reality of the matter is that it's gonna get there. They're gonna be putting out stuff that is near indistinguishable from art that people are just regularly putting out. In fact, we're kind of already there for a lot of like drawn art. All of us in this call have almost certainly at some point been fooled by a piece of AI art and thought it just was a post somebody made. Yeah, right, of something they drew.
We probably guess.
Yeah, we're not artists, and I find that artists are the best at spotting it. Became artists who become better at it,
but eventually not be able to.
Yeah.
But like, and the thing is, though, is like at the end of the day, the vast majority of people who are upset about this are people who realize the majority of the product out of this sucks, and they're going to continue to call it slop until it no longer sucks. That's the fucking like
the problems with AI don't go away when it doesn't suck anymore. Right. Like it's still this deeply problematic, plagiarism machine that is taking the work of other people to generate out much lower effort content at similar quality levels based off of the labor of those people who worked in the past. The thing is that I think my general take is that I don't think AI is like fundamentally itself evil. I think it's
I don't either. That I just think that the vast majority of consumers and people who interact with media in general do not give a shit if something is made by AI, regardless of the ethical concerns, if it is good. The reason why they are calling it a slop is because it sucks. They do not give a shit about anything else. And it will continue to be called that until it's good enough. I will probably still call it that if I recognize it long after the fact, because I know all the concerns that come along with it. But
I think the problems with AI really lie in IP and work, right? It's that it's taking people's IP and their work and profiting off of it where they should have been able to profit off of it, right? Like, you did a piece of work, you should be compensated for that piece of work, because we live in a world where you need to be compensated to live to do it. And so you're directly harming the capacity for the creation of that thing if you are making it less viable to make a living doing it by pulling value out of the people that are doing the actual work. And then the replacement of entry-level jobs where, prevents people from developing skills and it's money that you could be making otherwise by having that job that no longer exists because an AI has taken it over. Were it not for those two factors, I would have no problems with this. I don't think there's any issue with just something pumping out a piece of slop for you. If you enjoy your slop, great for you. The only issue is that it's actually hurting a person.
Right, but I that has never stopped your average consumer before.
Yeah, that's true.
We all have one of these. The fucking metals in this are probably mined by a child now.
Chocolate tastes good.
Yep.
Chocolate tastes really
and if
good.
People got to suffer for your chocolate, that's okay.
They have to.
It's the shitty reality. It's the shitty reality of it. Like and the average consumer, or they care but they don't care enough to like totally stop. And no ethical consumption over capitalism, and you have to pick and choose.
Exactly.
You have to pick and choose.
Just another very public version of the there is no ethical consumption problem, where this time it's harming artists, and people are caring a lot more because they follow artists, and these artists have public platforms, and so they're able to communicate the harm it does upon them more directly and their personal worries more directly. But it's still just unethical consumption in another coat of paint at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think that fucking, for whatever reason why people are calling it slop, it is fucking slop, and it's like 90% of the output of it is trash. I've used it at work. Like, I've totally used it at work when it's just oh, sorry, good.
Oh, well, I was going to say that for the next story here, at least we get to make fun of them. because Microslop is trending on Twitter as a response to this article.
Little logo someone made of their logo instead of Microsoft says Microslop on the top there. Yeah, no, dude, good on people for doing this as Microsoft.
Yeah,
just good on them. I think that you should rake people over the coals for this stupidity. I think they're trying to rush this way too fast as well. Like every company is like, just like, if this works the way they say it's all gonna work, we're gonna fucking giant circle jerk. But it's not there yet. It's so not there yet. Like I tried using using it at my last job to increase efficiency, and I tried to use it in my own stuff. The amount of shit that the amount of time that I spent correcting stuff was a lot. It was a lot. I think the one advantage that it did give me is like it was able to create the bones of something, which was like, okay, well, this gives me the bones at least to work on that looks decent and professional for this proposal or this marketing email.
95% of tracked AI implementation initiatives at companies have resulted in a net loss in money. It currently is just not very successful financially to actually implement AI in your business. It is very successful, though, for your stock price.
Because if you can actually replace people with AI, you can cut those salaries and make a shit ton of money.
Well, and also people are just, there's just kind of like there's a bit of a bubble going on. So you put AI in your quarterly report and you announce AI initiatives, and people go, oh, AI could be the next big thing, which means this company could be forward facing. They must be really on it. And then it makes your stock value go up, even if the actual initiative itself loses money. It doesn't matter.
Fair. All right. Well, Microslop. How are we feeling?
Yeah. It's Microslop. I think that we're in a situation. I think a lot of people think that once the AI bubble finally pops, that it's gonna go away. Right? It's like, all right, we're finally gonna be out of here. But it's not. It's here to stay. Like.
The problem that this is not addressing is not that like AI is going to get better, but what it's really doing is encouraging people to not think about a damn thing they're doing, and it's showing, and it's people are not using it properly and with the caution that it requires in regards to getting facts about something. It's just, they have problems with this in school. They're just using AI to write garbage and throw it out there, and
it's its number one use case. The number one use case for AI by far is cheating at school. It's so good at cheating at school.
I think that it is because we as a society as a whole, and this is kind of becoming a global thing, have awarded efficiency and getting stuff for the carrot more than anything else. You don't go to college to learn. You go to college to get a degree, to get a big paycheck.
Right.
We talked about that before this. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
My main reason to go to college is that I wanted visa requirements so that I could live in other countries. It had nothing to do with me like wanting to know stuff.
Well, right, and I'm like sitting here like contemplating it and feeling guilty about maybe going to school to learn about things I care about and maybe go towards things I care about. Fuck me, right?
Well, Aaron, I went to school for things I cared about, and now I have an associate's degree that no one gives a shit about.
Oh, right. That part of that's the associate's degree, but also, journalism right now. You want to talk about just throw shit out.
If I had a bachelor's of journalism, no one would give a fuck still.
No, that was still. You want to talk about some of the bets that happened?
Slightly more money.
The bets that we made in late 2000s, early 2010s. Damn, this world went way worse.
It's just one of those things where but like even then I learned a lot of stuff that was beneficial to me, and I realized that, and those journalism classes helped me in many regards, actually, especially when it comes to spotting bullshit.
Right.
But that's not what a lot of people fucking go to school for. Like I cannot tell you the amount of doctors that are probably doctors not because they want to help people, not because they like being doctors, but because that check is their dog.
It makes money, it's stable.
And it's,
no, I mean, I can tell you, it's a lot of. I used to work with a lot of doctors in dentistry. In dentistry, it's even more so the case because most people don't want to be a fucking dentist, and a lot of them hate it, but it pays really well.
It points to just this world we made, or at least this life that we've made, where we just don't give a fuck about very much, and it's showing.
Yeah,
and there's a larger crisis of we need to start giving a fuck about things. And
a great example of the consequence of this with AI is there's an Eddie Burback video. It's a comedy video where he decides to allow himself to go through AI psychosis. And he talks to ChatGPT and he goes, I think I was a really smart baby. I think I was the smartest baby in my city, maybe my state, maybe the whole world in the year of 1996. And he ends up, it ends up like telling him to go and run away from all the people that he knows and get a random Airbnb somewhere. And then like he gets obsessed with this rock, and it tells him that the rock is magic and that it's like amplifying his brain and returning him to his powerful 1996 smartest baby state. And then by the end, he's got tinfoil all over a room. He's literally wearing a tinfoil hat, and he's going through a psychic ritual to regain his baby knowledge.
Dang.
That's the thing. This is what happens when you don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah, and if you don't try to stop it, it will tell you to put on the tinfoil hat and regain the baby knowledge. It'll do it. It doesn't care.
Nope. You have to treat it like a tool that can be. You can use a table saw to cut your own limbs off. You know,
you sure can.
You need to treat this tool with understanding that it is dangerous, it can malfunction, and that's not what they're doing. They're like, you need to just adopt this. You need to just adopt it and accept it and embrace it, and it needs to be your life.
At one point in that video, he mentions to ChatGPT that there's a garbage truck that he didn't expect to be at his Airbnb, and it goes, yeah, that's strange. It's probably watching you.
Yeah.
It's just... Also, comment in chat for a joke, right? Yeah, like I think that like, and it's like, it's such a bummer for me. And like, I got laid off from my last job, which was a very like fulfilling job. You were helping people at minimum get in a better state in life. But like, even then I think about it, I'm like, yeah, but we were charging them, like $5-6 grand, whatever it was, to get the skills to go work in Python, data, AI, that kind of thing. And it's like, a lot of why we did it was that, $5,000 to $6,000 a head.
Right.
And it's just like, it's just everything everyone does is for money. Like, even looking for this new job, I have definitely had the thought of like, I could just go back into sales and make a ton of money. I'd just be sad 8 hours a day, but also be wealthy beyond my wildest, well, not my wildest dreams, but be incredibly wealthy and comfortable and go buy a house.
Right.
Yeah. Like that is definitely a thought I have had multiple times.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's this thing where it's like the incentive systems here are money and only money, not personal fulfillment at all, and it's just fucked.
It's going to lead to a real bad place. We're already in a bad place. It's going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, because like, there was a really interesting TikTok I ran into from a teacher who's been a longtime teacher, 20 years, and she's like, yeah, like 20 years ago, like kids had like really big dreams, astronaut, like actor, stuff like that.
YouTuber now.
10 years ago, it was like stable careers. It was like lawyer, doctor, that kind of thing. Like nowadays, it's and these are like high schoolers, not like kids.
Yeah.
But to us, high schoolers are basically kids. But now like a freshman or sophomore in high school is like, I just want to make a lot of money.
Yep.
That's what it is. I just want to be rich. I want to win the lottery. I want to go fucking be a pro athlete. Like, I just want to make a lot of money. It has nothing to do with fulfillment, nothing to do with helping people, nothing with a purpose. It's just, I want to make a fuck ton of money.
I don't blame them. I don't dream of labor. I don't think I have a dream job.
Yeah.
I don't have but I do have like dream purpose. Like your dream purpose is to travel. Like I am sure that if you could be like a fucking world reporter, you'd probably love to do that. Like one of those fucking anchors of
if my job could be playing anime and video games and flying places. Yeah, great. But like, it's not a job. That's just my ideal job would be doing stuff I like all the time when I want to do it. It's not.
Right, but like there was a balance point, I feel, where like, being a traditional world news reporter would be like, I go to these countries and I report on the news there, and like I get fulfillment out of that because I inform people. I get, what's going on here with the world, things of that nature. I want to be a doctor. I want to help people, like shit like that. Now it's just like, I want to make a whole ton of money. And I find that wildly depressing. I understand there's a difference, like, I don't think anyone dreams of labor, but they dream of their labor actually being for something good or beneficial. They dream of the
fruits. Nobody's dreaming of the labor, but they're dreaming of the fruits.
Yes, like not, I want my fruit to just be money. Mm-hmm. That is so wildly objectively depressing to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And now this tool here is going to help realize it in whatever opportunities that may arise. Great.
Also, if you are one of those people, just go into sales. Every company hires sales, even during a recession. There's tons of money to be made. Just go into sales. Go become a good salesman. That's your answer.
If you want salesman.
That's what it,
before I got my current job, I was trying to get a sales job, and it just didn't go well. All the recruiters, I kept getting interviews, and then they would just like ghost me. It sucked.
Yeah. So here's the hard part about sales. It's like getting your first job. But once you have a first job and are established, dude, I haven't worked in sales it'll be 5 years as of next month. I still get recruiters contacting me about working in sales because I had an established reputation. Like fucking I'm not gonna lie, it does feel awesome to feel wanted. Sure. Like it's like I did a great job, I'm that good. But it's like
I've ever been contacted by recruiters about is my Japanese skills, and I don't think they're good enough to actually work a job based off of.
Fuck you, dude, take it anyway, try.
Man, I could too. I could just lie. I could just.
Have you taken any of those JLPT tests?
Just put it in AI. No, I took the practice tests for the JLPT 5 and 4, and I passed both of them. But
okay,
I never went and took the actual test because it's you have to like schedule it, and then I'd have to go to San Francisco to do it.
It might be worth it though, man.
It might be worth like that. I have. More and more, I have seen jobs this year where like I'll be looking around for like IT positions and and it's like basic entry level shit, and they want a working understanding of Japanese. So like it might be worth fucking taking that car ride over and getting it done.
でも私の日本語はめちゃゴミです。ゴミは trash.
Yep.
What did he just say?
I don't know.
I said my Japanese is garbage. And then I said garbage is trash.
See, also you can, but the thing is, if you do land a job with that and your Japanese still isn't up to par, it could create really funny moments that you can come on here and tell.
Think about it for the content.
Well, also, you can just lie with machine translation now. You can just say you speak Japanese, and as long as they don't have you on the phone with a person, you can hack it.
No, so this year I upgraded my phone and my earbuds, and my earbuds have the live translation stuff. That shit was crazy.
Oh.
That shit, that Apple AI fucking live translation stuff. Like, I had a video playing in Spanish, and it was like 95% of the way they are translating to English. I was like, whoa,
man,
what the fuck? Okay, this is crazy. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the cyberpunk future of fucking implants that just you speak all languages now.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. 10 years from now, chips in your brain, everybody. Count on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, one more story, though.
One more story. Let's bang this out.